So welcome to the Crackle Glaze tutorial. Okay, we've been asked a couple of times of how to do the process, so I'm going to show you, okay? But first of all, I'd like to give you a bit of a tip. Now when you put the lids back on these pots, when it dries, it's quite difficult to get the pots back off. So what I've been doing is just placing a little bit of Vaseline around the top there before I've put the lid on, and it makes it so much easier to get off, okay? So this is a two-part system. You have your base coat and you have your top coat. Now we have to put a couple of layers on and we have to let it dry in between each stage, but I've got everything dried in different stages so we can zoom all the way through. So we start with the base coat. Now we know it's the base coat because it says it on the front, but this is the one that is white in colour. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to take your brush. Now we're going to imagine that this is already stuck on my MDF. Okay, don't do it first and then stick it on. Do it when it's stuck on the MDF. So all you're going to do, the first coat, is you're literally going to go across and just apply a layer. So you can see it's slightly milky in colour, but we've not overloaded it at all. Okay, so that has gone horizontal. Now the next stage, I've already got one that's dry. I've gone horizontal on that one. The next layer is going to be vertical. Now this is important because this is how your cracks start. So horizontal in the first instance, in the second one, vertical, and you must let it dry, okay? So once that is dry, so let's just get rid of all those little bits and clear it up. Look, such a messy pup. So move that out of the way. Once that is dry, you're going to end up with, you can see that sort of gloss, and you can see the brush strokes actually do go horizontal and vertical. Okay, now this is where people are getting very confused over how much they need to use. So this here is your top coat. Now your top coat, how would I describe the top coat? Caramel without the colour. It's the same sort of consistency of evaporated milk, say. So we're going to put a really nice helping of this on. Don't put it on really thinly because you're not going to get it to crack. You need to be quite thick with this coat, okay, because this is what all the magic happens with this one. So you can see I have got a real nice helping on there. So if I lift that up, you can see it's pooling. It literally is pooling on the surface there. And that is what you're going to achieve on your boxes. Now you will have to do your boxes in stages, i.e. one side, let it dry. Then the next side, let it dry, because otherwise you're going to end up with runs going all the way down. So let's place that away. Now once that is dried, let's clean this mess up again. Once that is dried, it's going to give you all the beautiful little cracks in there. You may not be able to see those at the moment, but believe you me, all those cracks are there. It's not until you take your stains and put them on, like so. Take something and you can rub it in to all those little stains. Okay, let me turn it round into there. Now can you see all those beautiful aged cracks in there? So remember, your first coat, let's just pull that back, one coat horizontal, second coat vertical. They are both in the base coat. Your top coat you're going to put on and you're going to pool it just on the surface so it looks like a little mirror. It's literally pooling on the surface. Now that will take about 5 hours to dry, so best doing it, as you're going to bed, so the next day it's all cracked. And then once that's cracked, you're going to be able to add all the stain in there and get that vintage effect. and I hope that helps. Take care.